Hey guys, it's Mad Friday and welcome back to another week on the channel and hopefully some decent videos for you guys. Anyway, so today I've got a new tank. I don't know if any of you guys have had this already or have gone past it already. It is the Object 430 version 2. This is one of two tier 9 Russian medium tanks. This one leads on to the Object 430 and you probably guessed that from the name anyway. Yeah, so it's kind of a strange medium tank. It's like an Object 416 on steroids, basically. Still got the rear mounted turret. But it mounts a pretty damn good gun. The DPM on these things is insane. It's literally off the charts. But you do suffer with lack of penetration. The gun, 100mm with the decent rate of fire and the decent aim time, only has 201mm of penetration. There is another option with a bit more pen, but you lose out on the other stats. But this tank is completely stock at the minute, and that's why I wanted to show you this video. Well, two clips actually. This is by far the best stock tank I've ever played. So if you're looking to go up a line, which is not too bad of a grind, maybe this is the one for you. And also, it's a lot of fun. Pretty well armoured, it's fairly mobile, considering it's still stock as well. I haven't got the upgraded engine or anything yet, or the upgraded tracks. It's an absolute beast. So what I'm going to show you is two clips, just to highlight just how much of a beast this thing is, considering it's completely stock. You can see already I've done a fair amount of damage. Didn't really know where to go on this map, being it's got hardly any gun depression. So I kind of just ended up hanging around, and it all just seemed to come together. So yeah, still trying to work out what you can do with this tank. Like I said, it's got a couple of degrees of gun depression. I think it's 4, if I'm right. I don't know if I'm right with that, but it's not much. So it's basically nothing. But you do have the mobility in the armour to do some stuff that you can't do with, say, a Type 61, because you just get wrecked. And I'm going to show you a bit of that in a minute. So this map, I was planning on going into the middle and having a bit of a ruckus, but I couldn't get onto the middle because the road was blocked, but it ended up making the game quite fun. So we're just going to carry on watching it. See a low health Lorraine, I don't want him bothering us from the flank, so I rush over and get him finished up. So we pick up the first kill. We've already done a fair amount of damage. Done a couple of blind shots at the start and picked up a fire, which was nice. And now we're going to have another go at this E50 we were tussling with at the start. I just see there, I have to get my whole tank over to get the gun depression. But, like I said, you do have the armour to be able to do it. So I'm going to find a nice hold down position now. I think this is going to be after the way I play this tank. I'm going to have to start finding some new positions, working out some new ways of doing it. Yeah. Right, so TCS now has gone in his Object 416 and he picks up the kill there. I thought my round got there first, to be honest, but never mind. I don't care. We're down on numbers at the minute, so we're going to have to start doing some work. Don't really want to lose this match. Spot an IS-3 range of standard rounds, even with that low pen. I must have clipped him fairly square there, and it goes in. Right, so now is some light tanks. About to go and bum rush RTDs, but I've kind of just sat here, to be honest. The camo rating on this tank is pretty damn cool, so I'm managing to stay unspotted out of range, and I'm trying to support them from range, but my accuracy just wasn't good enough there. So time to boogie, get on in there and give these tank destroyers some support and see if we can save at least one of their lives. But I think the ISU has already gone down to the light tanks, but the AMX 1390 is surely going to be out of round soon and he's going to bugger off. Just a bulldog to deal with. He's on full health at the minute. Maybe he's clipping at the minute. If he's got the autoloader, he's probably fired his round and he's clipping. Just managed to connect the ram and we saved the Waffenträger's life there, so kill number 2. Right, so now what do I do from here? You can see on the map before they all got unspotted, there's 4 or 5 enemies over there. Had a quick poke and a spot. Waste a heat round. Hold here. We're capturing the base. Right, time to just push on in. We've evened the numbers up, but our team's capping now, and I really want some more out of this game. It's been a very short game so far. Right, so we drive in. Spot a KV3. So there was 2 KV3s over here, so that's one of them. Get one into him and manage to bounce him. And that's the tortoise. So what I'm going to do now is ignore the KV3 and do the drive-by on the tortoise. This is what the object tanks are so good for. You've got the manoeuvrability, even with a stock tank, to be able to get around certain tank destroyers and give them a hard time, and the armour to be able to ignore lower tier tanks. And whilst you're doing it. So our team's nearly capped out. I wish this game would go on a little bit longer. I'm just going to try and get this tortoise kill before we win. Bingo, take down that tier 9 British tank destroyer, and that's probably going to be it for this game. And there we go. Right, it's a very short game. See how much damage we've done. Just under 5k, but in a few minutes of the game, picked up a high caliber and only a mastery 2. But it's a stock tank, and for a stock tank to be able to do the circle strafe on tank destroyers and the insane DPM and not take any damage pretty much, oh, just a few minutes. I bloody love this tank. Anyway, right, so if that's not enough proof for you, I'm going to show you another game and see if you can make your own mind up from this one. Right, so this time we're on mines and still in the Object 430 version 2. Right, I'm going to do what most medium tanks should do on this map, is get straight up in the middle, and it seems like this light tank behind me wants me up there with him because he's giving me a push. He's probably quite glad that a medium on our team is actually doing what the medium should do. Not all mediums though. If you try to get up here in a Lorraine, you won't be loaded by the time you get up here. Right, so down goes one bulldog. That's a good kill for the start of the game. Now it's time to work on this AMX. I don't want him to get away, so I push him up. There we go. Right, it's a bad shot there. I could have definitely penned that one without auto aim. So we hold the hill, but the enemy's team do have an artillery, so I can't sit at this back spot here. I'm going to have to get in an arty safe position. Don't poke out sideways, T95E2. Oh, you were lucky. Right, so now, I think I'd only played 3 games in this so far. So what I'm going to do now is going to try and test out the side scraping abilities of this tank. Yeah, that's it, Friday. I've just told all the viewers I'm going to try out the side scraping, so you better do it. So this is the great thing about the Russian 100mm cannons, it's just pure DPM, but the lack of gun depression there has seen me switching targets. The nap shot bounces off a tier 7 tank destroyer. That's the only problem with a 201mm of pen. And a lack of gun depression there. See, I just can't quite get that Jagdtiger's lower plate. Taking a hell of a beating here, and we're managing to keep most of our health, so I'm pretty happy with the abilities of this tank. Again, like I said, it's completely stock, and for a stock tank to be able to do this sort of thing, I think this is going to be definitely one of my favourite tier 9 mediums, if not my favourite. The E50 and the Centurion 7.1 are definitely very, very good tanks, but this is just more fun in my opinion. Centurion 7.1 is definitely a hold down warrior, ridgeline warrior. The E50 is a good all-rounder. This, the way you can just bounce shots and circle strafe people, I think I'm going to have a lot of fun in this tank. Shame we didn't pick up that kill. The T-37 took down the kill there. But I'm just happy to be doing well in the tank and winning games. So not too much of a drama. Now for an M445. I go for the ram. I took a lot of damage there. He must have had controlled impact for me to take more damage than I did to him.
Hold here. We're capturing the base.
The engine upgrade on this tank is not for a lot. It's only a few horsepower extra. But you do get an engine upgrade and a track upgrade, so I'm hoping with both of those it will just give this tank the extra little edge that it's lacking at the minute, and it's going to become a super powerful tank. And also the turret upgrade that I'm waiting for, you get an extra like 30mm of frontal turret armour, so this tank is going to be an absolute monster.
Ready to fire. They spotted us.
Right, last tank goes down. Happy days. Oh my god, I said happy days. People are going to take the piss out of me again. So there we go, another quick game in the Object 430 version 2 and almost another 5k damage. Again, picking up the high caliber again, and Confederate and a sniper. Not bad at all for a very, very stock tank. No upgrades whatsoever, but I cannot wait for the upgrades. This tank is going to be insane, and I look forward to using it a lot to get some good video footage for you guys. Right, please let me know in the comments if you like this tank, you've had this tank, or you've been through this tank, or if you would like to see some big Object 430 version 2 games in the future. Right, please give the video a like if you did, please sub if you're not, and I'll catch you on the next one. See you later.